Tra la 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 la. We are happy. And why are we happy? Well, this is your last video for reading. That means I only have to do math videos and you only have to watch math videos. Are you happy? Well, these birds are happy. Tra la 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 la. They are very happy. And I know you're all happy too. We're all ready for spring and summer weather when it's nice and warm and we can go out and play and you don't have to watch videos and I don't have to make videos. Okay, so today you're going to take your self-check, but I want you to be very careful and do your best because we want to get a good score on our test. So today we're going to do some reviewing for your reading test. First of all, we're going to talk about these two words. What's this word? Possible. What's this word? Impossible. Is it possible or impossible to know what's going to happen tomorrow? It's impossible. Only God can tell what's going to happen tomorrow. It's possible or impossible to know what happened yesterday. Possible. You know what happened to yourself yesterday. Very good. Impossible or possible to know if you're going to live to 100 years old. Impossible. To eat a cheeseburger. Possible. To eat 100 cheeseburgers all in one meal. Impossible. You'd probably throw up and not feel so good and you could not eat 100 of them. Do you see these words here? Let's read them together. Rose, here, blue. You read these by yourself. Okay, so I want you to match the homophones. Remember, phone, it's just the sound that's the same. Homophones only sounds the same. You do not spell it the same way, and it doesn't have the same meaning. What matches with this rose? Your mom might have a rose in her garden. Very good, like a flower rose. Or she might have rows of flowers in the garden. It's different. This is a rose that you smell. This is rows of beans, rows of corn. What about this one? Here and here. I cannot hear you. You are here at school. Blue, the color blue, and what does it match with? Blue as in, he blew the house down. Now, tell me the sentence that tells you something you know. Remember, know and think. Know is something you know is going to happen. Think is just something you think it might happen, but you're not for sure. I would travel across the ocean in my lifetime. You don't know that one for sure. Hopefully you will, but you might think that. I will get everything correct on my reading test. You don't know for sure. Many leaves fall off trees in the fall. You do know that. My daddy is taller than I am. No. Tell me which sentence is more important. Being sure you get to make a snowman. Being sure you play kindly with other children. I hope you know this one. Being sure you play kindly with other children. Finishing washing the dishes fast so you can play, or wash the dishes carefully so you don't break any. Wash the dishes carefully so you don't break any. Now, tell me what belongs to the underlined word. What belongs to the underlined word? Go ahead and read it. Now, what belongs to Jane? The book. That's right. Read this. Can you read all of it or some of it missing? What belongs to Grandpa? The wife. Tell me the main idea of this story. I'm going to read you a little story and then you tell me the main idea. It was snowing really hard. Cars slid into ditches. Chris came along and saw the stuck people. He could not pull them out, but with his pickup truck, he could take them to a safe place to wait for help. Now, what's the main idea? We should help people however we can, or we all need a pickup truck to help people. We should help people however we can. Our verses, do you know your verses? And he said, finish it, go again 7 times. What does that verse mean? Do things over and over again if you need to. Remember, to get good at something, you have to keep practicing. You can't just get good at playing the violin or the piano or playing ball with just doing it one time. You have to do it over and over and over again. Same way with good habits. You have to do things over and over in order to get good at something. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. What does that verse mean? Worship the one true God. Be content with such things as you have. What does content mean? Being happy. Be happy with the things that you have. If we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us. God hears our prayers. Now I'm going to tell you the meaning of the verse, and you tell me which verse. And if you're not sure which verses, you can go back to your self-check and you can see your verses there, or you can go in your book and look if you don't know. Do not beg for many things. Be content with such things as you have. Worship only one God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. God hears our prayers. If we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us. Do things over and over if you need to. And he said, go again 7 times. Now this time, I'm going to tell you the verse. I want you to make sure you know these because you need to know them for your test. I'm going to start and you finish it. And he said, go again 7 times. And what does it mean? Do things over and over again. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. What does that verse mean? Worship only one true God. Be content with such things as you have. And what does that mean? Be happy with what you have. If we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us. What does that verse mean? God hears our prayers. Very good. And I think that's all we need to do. So ask your mom to sign for the self-check and go ahead and do your self-check. Do your very best. And I will see you tomorrow when you come take your test.